Welcome back to the channel Coins Collector everyone. I hope you are all having a fantastic day filled with great finds and coin collecting adventures. Today we have something incredibly special to talk about. This is one of those topics that really gets collectors excited and curious at the same time. We are diving deep into the story, the mystery, and the amazing value of the 2000 Liberty 1 dime from the United States of America. This coin may look ordinary to the untrained eye, but believe me, it is far from ordinary. It has a story of its own, a history that connects modern minting with rare errors, and a surprising market value that has recently reached as high as $187,000. Yes, you heard that right, a single dime worth over $100,000. So grab your coffee, sit back, and let us journey together through the fascinating world of American coinage and discover why this small silver-colored piece of metal has become such a huge topic of discussion among collectors and investors across the country and even around the world. Now, before we jump straight into the numbers and prices, let's take a moment to appreciate what this coin really is. The 2000 Liberty 1 dime is part of the Roosevelt dime series that has been in circulation since 1946. Designed by John R. Sinek, the coin carries the image of Franklin D. Roosevelt on the obverse, the front side that features his portrait as a tribute to his leadership and legacy. On the reverse side, you find the iconic design of a torch symbolizing liberty, flanked by an olive branch for peace and an oak branch for strength and independence. It is a design that millions of Americans have seen every day without giving it much thought. But as collectors know, even the most common design can hold a hidden treasure when something unusual happens during minting. The letter D in the 2000 D marking stands for the Denver Mint, one of the major United States mint facilities responsible for producing coins for circulation. Every year, the Denver Mint strikes millions upon millions of coins, and the 2000 dimes were no exception. However, somewhere in that massive production run, something extraordinary occurred. A small batch of dimes left the mint with a rare and unusual error that set them apart from all the rest. Some of these coins were struck with misaligned dies, others with double die features, and a few even had planchet or edge errors that made them completely unique. It is these rare variations that drive the value sky high because collectors know that once an error coin escapes into circulation, it becomes a part of numismatic history. Imagine finding one of these rare 2000 D dimes in your change jar, in an old drawer, or even tucked away in your grandparents' coin collection. What would seem like a simple 10-cent coin could actually be a life-changing discovery. The coin market is full of stories where an unsuspecting collector or even a casual person at a gas station ends up with one of these rare error coins and later learns it is worth tens or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. That is why coin hunting and roll searching have become such popular hobbies. It is the thrill of the unknown, the chance that any ordinary day could turn into an extraordinary one. Over the years, numismatists have studied the 2000 D Liberty 1 dime closely to identify the variations that carry the highest premiums. Some examples have strong double die features where the lettering or the numbers on the coin show clear doubling under magnification. Others have die cracks that run through the image, creating dramatic lines that collectors find fascinating. A few of the rarest known pieces show off-center strikes where the design is misaligned, giving the coin a unique off-balance look. Each type of error tells a different story about what went wrong during the minting process and how those rare mistakes made their way into the hands of the public. Now let us talk about the value. As of the current coin market, certain 2000 D Liberty 1 dime specimens have been recorded selling for jaw-dropping amounts, with one reported sale reaching around $187,000 in pristine condition. Of course, the value of a coin always depends on several factors, including its rarity, its condition, and whether it has been certified by a reputable grading company such as PCGS or NGC. Coins that are graded at higher levels such as Mint State 67 or above can bring in astronomical figures, especially when combined with a confirmed minting error. Even lower-grade examples can still fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars if they have a notable and verified defect. The exciting part about this coin is that it bridges the gap between modern collectors and the classic age of American coinage. While older coins like the Mercury dimes or Barber dimes have always drawn interest due to their age and silver content, the 2000D Liberty 1 dime shows that even modern coins can hold extraordinary value. It reminds us that the minting process, though precise and advanced, is still a human endeavor, and sometimes those tiny imperfections create legends in the world of collecting. Let's not forget the importance of research and authentication. If you think you might have a valuable 2000D dime, it is essential to handle it carefully. Avoid cleaning or polishing it, as that can reduce its value. Instead, keep it in a soft holder or protective case, and consider having it appraised by a professional. Certified coin dealers and grading services can confirm whether you truly have a rare specimen and provide an official grade that can significantly increase its market value. Many collectors make the mistake of trying to sell coins online without authentication, and that often leads to missed opportunities or lower offers. Taking the time to verify your coin's authenticity can make a huge difference. As we explore the story behind this coin, it is clear that the 2000D Liberty 1 dime is more than just a piece of currency. It represents the ongoing fascination that people have with coins, the history they carry, and the unexpected treasures hidden in everyday life. Whether you are a seasoned collector with years of experience or someone just starting to explore this hobby, the lesson is simple: always keep an eye on your change, always look closely, and never underestimate what a single coin can be worth. The market for rare coins continues to grow, especially with the rise of online auctions and coin trading platforms that connect buyers and sellers from all over the world. As of now, demand for rare coins, modern rarities, and high-grade specimens is stronger than ever. Collectors are not just looking for historical pieces anymore, they are also looking for unique modern coins that tell a story. The 2000D Liberty 1 dime fits that description perfectly. It is a coin from the turn of the millennium, a symbol of modern America, yet it holds an old-fashioned kind of mystery that continues to captivate. So as we wrap up this introduction, remember that every coin has a story, and sometimes that story can change your life. The next time you come across a 2000D dime, take a close look. You never know, it could be one of those rare treasures worth far more than its face value. If you enjoy learning about valuable coins like this one, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. We will continue exploring more coins that have shocked collectors with their hidden worth and unexpected value. Today, because we are diving into one of the most fascinating modern coin stories out there. Get ready, because this one might just make you check every single dime sitting in your coin jar or tucked away in your wallet. Yes, we are talking about the mysterious and highly valuable 2007D Liberty 1 dime from the United States Mint, a small piece of change that has caught the attention of collectors and experts all around the world. Some of these coins have been valued at an astonishing $67,000 in today's coin market. That's right, a single 10-cent piece could be worth more than a luxury car. So stick around, because in this video we are going deep into the history, the details, the minting background, and the incredible collector value of the 2007D Liberty dime. If you are new to the channel, welcome to the family. This is where we explore rare coins, hidden treasures, and the stories behind the money in your pocket. For everyone returning, thank you so much for your continued support and passion for numismatics. You guys are the reason I keep bringing you these amazing finds and coin updates. Now, let's get started with today's feature, the 2007D Roosevelt dime, sometimes called the Liberty 1 dime, that has shocked the coin world. The dime has always been one of the most collected coins in the United States. It might be small in size, but the history it carries is enormous. The 2007D dime comes from the Denver Mint, one of the main production centers of U.S. coins. While millions of these dimes were made for circulation, a handful have stood out for their unusual minting qualities, pristine conditions, and possible mint errors that make them worth far more than face value. When people hear about a dime being sold for tens of thousands of dollars, they often think it must be a mistake. But the truth is, certain varieties and conditions of the 2007D dime have been recorded to bring jaw-dropping prices at auctions and private sales. To understand why, let's go back a little and look at the history of the dime itself. The design we see on the 2007D coin is known as the Roosevelt dime, which has been in production since 1946. It replaced the Mercury dime, also known as the Winged Liberty Head dime. The new design was meant to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt, who had recently passed away and had been a strong supporter of the March of Dimes Foundation, which fought against polio. The obverse of the coin features a portrait of Roosevelt facing left, with the inscriptions "Liberty" and "In God We Trust." The reverse shows a torch flanked by an olive branch and an oak branch, symbolizing liberty, peace, and strength. It's a classic design that has stood the test of time, but even with such a familiar design, there are always surprises in the world of coins. Every year, millions of coins go through the minting presses, and sometimes tiny variations, misalignments, or errors happen during production. Those rare errors can make a coin extremely valuable to collectors. The 2007 Liberty dime is one of those cases. Some of these coins have been found with double dies, off-center strikes, or unusual planchet conditions that make them rare and desirable. When one of these special pieces shows up in mint state condition, meaning it has never been used in circulation and has a perfect shine and luster, collectors go crazy for it. Combine that with a strong market demand, and you get prices that reach into the tens of thousands. Now, let's talk about how this particular dime reached that amazing $67,000 valuation. In the numismatic world, condition is everything. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect coin showing no marks or flaws under magnification. A 2007 dime graded by PCGS or NGC as MS68 or higher can command a very high price. Some unique error varieties have been auctioned or appraised at around $67,000, especially when they are authenticated by major grading services. These aren't just ordinary dimes. They are museum-quality examples that show what happens when rarity meets perfection. Another factor that drives the price is collector enthusiasm. The modern coin market has exploded in recent years, especially with social media and online auction platforms making it easier for people to buy, sell, and discover rare coins. Collectors are always looking for the next big find. When word spreads that a particular 2007 dime sold for such a high amount, everyone starts checking their change, coin rolls, and old collections. It becomes a treasure hunt, and that excitement keeps demand strong. The beauty of coins like this is that they remind us of how small details can lead to big surprises. Most people don't pay much attention to their dimes, nickels, or pennies. They spend them, drop them, or toss them into jars. But for those who take the time to look closely, you never know what you might discover. The 2007 Liberty dime shows that even a coin that seems ordinary can turn out to be extraordinary under the right circumstances. If you're wondering how to check if your dime might be valuable, here are a few things to look for. First, check the mint mark under the date. If it has a D for Denver, you're in the right starting place. Next, examine the coin under good light or magnification. Look for any doubling on the letters or numbers, any unusual edges, or differences in the shine and texture. Sometimes the weight of the coin can also reveal something unusual if it was struck on the wrong planchet. If you suspect you have something rare, don't clean it. Cleaning can lower the value dramatically. Instead, keep it safe and have it professionally graded. In today's coin market, the 2007 dime continues to attract attention because of its modern rarity and the mystery behind why some examples are so valuable. Coin collecting is not just about old pieces from the 1800s anymore. Modern coins with rare characteristics can be just as sought after, and that's exactly what makes this hobby so thrilling. Every pocket of change is like a little time capsule full of possibilities. So as we move through this video, we'll break down what makes this dime special, show you close-up details of its design, talk about the grading process, and explore the stories of the people who discovered these valuable examples. Some of them found their coins in circulation. Imagine finding a coin worth $67,000 in your pocket change. That's the kind of moment that can change someone's life. Whether you're a serious collector or just starting out, the lesson here is simple: always pay attention to your coins. Each one has a story, and sometimes that story leads to something big. The 2007 Liberty 1 dime is a perfect example of how modern minting can still produce surprises decades after the design was first introduced. So don't go anywhere, because in just a moment we're going to look at the key characteristics that separate the common 2007D dime from the rare, high-value ones. We'll talk about the most recent sales, the grading reports, and what experts are predicting about future values. If you're holding on to a 2007D dime right now, you might want to take a closer look. Who knows, it could be worth a fortune. Alright, let's dive in and uncover the full story of the 2007D Liberty dime, a little coin with a big secret and a massive price tag. Stay tuned, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get into the details that could turn your spare change into real treasure.